this is in the rabbinical writings in Sifrei Deuteronomy 3:43. So in Sifrei Deuteronomy 3:43, once again, Talmudic Jews, they said, when the all-present revealed himself to give the Torah to Israel, not to them alone did he manifest himself, but to all the nations. Now, I edited this, right, just so that we could skip to what it says about Ishmael, right? So he goes through all of these nations where he first tried to persuade the people to accept the Torah, and they all turned it down. So now he gets to Ishmael's people. He went and found the children of Ishmael and said to them, "Will you accept the Torah?" They asked what was written in it. He replied, "Thou shalt not steal." The Ishmaelites said to him, "Sovereign of the universe, the very life of our ancestor depended on robbery. As it is said, he shall be a wild ass of a man among men. His hand shall be against every man," right? So they were like, "No, we reject it because, I'm kind of bringing this back to Tobias Singer, right? Now, Tobias Singer knows that Muslims, his favorite audience, right, that they believe that their religion is Abrahamic through Ishmael, right? But even when we read the Targums and we read the rabbinical writings, Sifrei Deuteronomy, okay, he's not telling them this. He, as a rabbinical Jew, cannot accept Ishmael as a prophet, right? Here's Bamidbar Rabbah, right? Bamidbar is how you say, that's the Hebrew name for the book of Numbers. So it just means in the wilderness. Midbar. Be Midbar. The preposition is be, which means in, right? And it states, the Holy One, blessed be he, gave Israel two Torahs, the written and the oral. He gave them the written Torah, in which are 613 commandments, in order to fill them with precepts whereby they could earn merit. He gave them the oral Torah, whereby they could be distinguished from the other nations. This was not given in writing, so that the Ishmaelites would not fabricate it as they have done the written Torah and say that they are Israel. Just like they always like to say the kingdom was taken away from them and given to us, right? Given to another nation. All right, so just think about it. I mean, when's the last time anybody heard Islam's favorite rabbi tell them this? He's a rabbinical Jew. He's supposed to believe this. So if he's honestly holding to his rabbinical teachings, he cannot accept Ishmael as a prophet. And he's not telling them that Deuteronomy 33:2 is not about Ishmael, because the ancient Targums show that they rejected it. They rejected the Torah. Like I said, he's able to do that because they're Muslims. A Muslim is not going to do research. They're just not. Like I said, look at that Dawa script. They got it when they were 5. They're 50 now, 45 years, and they're still saying the same old stuff. All the prophets came with the same message. There's no way you can study the prophets and see that they all came with the same message. I don't remember Isaiah receiving the revelation of the valley of the dry bones, or Joel or Zechariah. That was given to the prophet Ezekiel. I don't believe Ezekiel was told where the Messiah would be born. I believe that was given to the prophet Micah. They didn't all come with the same message. Even that there's only one God. When did Ezekiel in 48 chapters ever go around? His ministry lasted 30 years. When did he ever go around saying, oh, there's only one God? God is one. It's just Tobias Singer knows his audience. He knows his audience is not going to um, listen. They're just gonna, as long as it helps them fight against Christianity, that's all they care about. As long as he's saying negative stuff about Christianity, that's all they care about. They don't care about whether or not it's true. But when I listen to him, there's a there's a whole lot of stuff that he's not telling them, particularly about who he is and what he's supposed to believe as a rabbinical Jew. As a matter of fact, he's not even supposed to be teaming up with them. I mean, a real rabbi who is swears filthy by the rabbinical teachings is not going to be comfortable having a big Muslim fan club. But I know that rabbis, he's not. Tobias Singer is not what Dr. Michael Brown. Dr. Michael Brown is an actual scholar. He's recognized and in other words, I can read theology books and see other scholars deferring to him or quoting him. Okay, I don't know how many rabbis I study. Rabbi Hajiev, Lawrence Schiff, Rabbi Lawrence Schiffman, Sanmel, Tobias Locks. You study them, and I see them quoting Daniel Boyarin or Benjamin Summer, or right. They all quote these other scholars. They never quote Tobias Singer. Never. I mean, he's not a recognized scholarly rabbi at all. I'm pretty sure many of them are embarrassed at it. I'm just being honest. I mean, the way that I the way that I built up my library with Christian theologians and scholars and stuff is because just started reading one theology book. I tell people all the time the first systematic theology book I ever read was called Basic Theology by Charles Ryrie. I recommend it to any Christian to this day. It's a little tough if you don't know theological language, but they have things like theological dictionaries and stuff that'll help you with the terms and stuff like that. But from there, he's quoting Peters and Gabeline and uh, Louis Berkhoff and all of these, and the next thing you know, I'm buying those scholars' books, right? And that's what I'm saying. Nobody name drops in the rabbinical era. None of them name drop Tobias Singer as a reputable rabbinical scholar or rabbi at all. None of them do. I'm just looking at the ancient targums. I'm looking at the Sifrei. At other rabbinical writings and stuff like that. And particularly when you get past the Talmud and you're in the Middle Ages, Islam and Muhammad are made out to be antichrist nations. Uh, they're like the antichrist nation, the whole nine. Just things that Tobias Singer, if he was really holding to his rabbinical teachings, uh, he yeah, he's like going against what he was taught just so that he can befriend some Muslims and stuff. So, who, by the way, according to Islam, he is their biggest enemy, the polytheist and the Jew.